Welcome back, biologists and writers. So, today will be really fun because today's the day we get to take all of our research and put it together to make like a little research report or a presentation. So, what I want you to pretend is that you are going to give a presentation in front of a group of people. Like you were a grown up biologist, and all of the people coming really needed to know information about the animal that you chose. So, I'm going to show you a few examples, but mine's going to be all about sharks. And I did that because I didn't want to pick one of the animals and then have you copy one of my ideas. You'll get to decide. I'll tell you more about it, okay? But yours will probably be about hawks or raccoons or coyotes. So, first thing I have to do is look through all of my information webs and my pictures and labels I drew. There's like 3 information webs now. So, I'm going to spread out all of my information, and I'm going to think, what's really important? What do I think are the most important things out of all this stuff about sharks? And you'll think about that, about hawks or coyotes or raccoons. There's 2 things you could do. You could use a pen and circle some of the things that you think are the most important, or you can just pick one and get started. So in the past years when we've been able to do this together in room 5, I've given kids a big piece of paper and they've written some sentences about that animal, and they've drawn a picture of their animal. They've showed where that animal lives, the habitat, and they have labeled the body parts on the animal. That's probably really important for other biologists to know. Where does the animal live and what are its body parts? You can show that in the picture. You can also write about it. But not all of us have big pieces of paper at home. So the other thing you could do is what I did here. I'm going to start a little book about sharks. And then if I made a presentation, I could show my book to the other biologists. So the first thing that I wanted to tell people was that sharks swim in the ocean, period. I did 2 sentences. That's what most of you should be doing. You're really good writers now. They, I had to start a new capital for my second sentence, are big fish. And then I just started my picture, but I'll add some labels to this and some color too so that biologists can really know all about sharks. That's why I collected all of that information so that I could share my research with other biologists. So when I'm planning for my book, I would say I'll probably end up making 4 or 5 pages about sharks and maybe a front cover. But it kind of all depends what information from all of your days of research you think is important. If you have 10 things you think are important, your book might be 8 pages. Depends how many sentences you put on each page. So it's up to you, but I do think you should also include the drawing that you made, or you can redraw it if you're making a big poster and show the habitat and label some of the body parts. So just do your best with it. It's tricky because we're at home and we all have different things available to us. But I would love to see what these look like. So this is kind of a big project, isn't it? Today's Tuesday, so why don't you work on this for Writer's Workshop for today and for tomorrow? That way you can take your time and make it sparkle, add lots of color, and if you're going nice and slow and being thoughtful, you'll make less mistakes too that you have to revise. Okay, so Tuesday and Wednesday, work on this research report or presentation, and then maybe when we have our meetings, you could show me your research report, or you could take pictures and email it to me, or you could take a video of yourself reading me and showing me your report, and maybe your parents could email it to me. So just do your best. I know that's not possible for everybody, But if you can, I would love to learn from you, biologists. Thank you.